This is a close-up overview of the Avery application glove. You get one glove in a bag, simply take it out, and what's great about the glove is that it fits all types of sizes of hands, small to large because of the flexibility of the fabric. Once you put on the glove, always make sure with the other hand, fit your fingers in between to get a nice tight seal on the fingertips. The tighter the glove on the fingertips, the better the application. And again, what's great about the Avery gloves is there's minimal seams at the front. This allows the installer to really feel the area for high quality and durability on the install. But you can't use the application glove dry on most types of film, simply because when you heat the film, it'll grab the glove. So, in order to make the glove slide across the surface, you want to use a soap and water solution. Now, soap acts as a lubricant, so the more soap, the better. So you want to give a generous squirt in the spray bottle. And again, this is a full spray bottle. Simply screw the top back on, shake it for even distribution. And what you want to do is you want to spray the tips of the fingers to make sure they're wet. And you want to make sure that they're nice and thoroughly soaked. Don't just put a little bit of moisture on there. The more the better, because that'll help the gloves stay wet as the heat is applied, which tends to dry the gloves out quickly. When you want to take the glove off, make sure you take it off with the outside facing out. Don't reverse the inside of the glove. You want to keep that portion on the outside and not reverse it. Let the glove dry and then simply put it back in the bag so it stays clean in your tool bag. The basic technique when using an Avery application glove is you want to wet it with a soap and water solution and always do it in a safe area. If you're working on vehicles, the tire is a good spot because it keeps the water from dripping on the floor, which can be dangerous. Simply heat up the film, create your glass, and then with a wet application glove right now, you're going to form the film into place with overlapping strokes. You want to put nice good tension on and have a nice angle of the fingers so the air has time to escape. So again, you want to use your fingers and not the palm of your hand in this case. You can use different fingers, thumb, index finger, whatever the situation calls for, as long as the application glove is wet and you overlap the strokes, perfect finish. A great use for the application glove comes on roofs that have raised ridges. These can be difficult to use a squeegee on, so simply use the index finger in this case to kind of form it into the edge right there. And on this side, application glove works just as well on the same type of ridge, but in this case the thumb is being used. So again, you can use different types of fingers for the same effect. On door handle areas, these wide recessed areas, an application glove comes in very handy. And again, you can't use your squeegee here because of the shape, so again, using an application glove with soap and water is extremely effective. And again, the Avery glove, because it's so thin and the seams are so minimal at the fingertips, you can get high quality, especially on these tricky areas with raised objects in the door handle without losing quality or having to pick the film back up. And again, you simply want to use overlapping strokes, 45-degree angles there, so the film has time to escape out the hole on the other side of the door handle. There are times on vehicles where the film bridges the recessed areas around the windows once the molding is removed. You can use the application glove to form it in these areas, as well as gas caps are very difficult to install sometimes because of that raised area on the side when you go to open the cap. So again, the glove forms it very precisely in there with less mistakes than a squeegee in most cases. So form it in nice and tight, and then you're going to go back and make your cut. And the application gloves are most effective in deep recessed areas. In this case, this is the bed of Frank's Ford Raptor, and these deep recessed areas were difficult to feed the film in and come out. So the film was bridged, and with application gloves, the film was heated and then formed into the corner at the base. So again, the thinness of the Avery application glove really allows the installer to form it into that corner safely and precisely for long-term durability. So again, on the area where the emblem goes, and then form it out through the recessed area. So with all application gloves, you want to make sure that you work towards an opening, in this case on the side of the truck bed. Let the air escape safely, and you can form it in place. So apply a little heat, soften the film, and then work in increments, and that gives you the best results for the long-term finish and quality during the install. Another great use for the application glove comes on license plate areas, which can be tricky because you generally have a molding at the top, and then once you apply the film, you have two separate sections on the right and left. These can be tricky with the squeegee, but with the application glove, the finger you can really glide it into these areas safely. So apply a little bit of heat and then form it in the shape of a triangle in this case, and work it in incrementally to even out the film and avoid any kind of wrinkles or damage. But generally this forms it in nice and even and safe, and keeps the film in good shape. You don't generally lose whiteness or get wrinkles because the application glove can form into these areas safely with minimal tension. Once you're done applying, if it gets really dirty throughout the day, what's great about the application glove is you simply take it off, throw it in the washing machine. In this case, this is also the dirty towels. It comes back nice and clean for easy reuse. And a very good tip again is when you're spraying the film, if you don't want to do it on the wheel, use your backing paper which you discarded on the floor, and that's really safe. So once you get the fingers wet, you can take that backing paper and slide it underneath the car.